Planet Earth, population 6.8 billion. On an average day, over 1 billion cups of coffee are consumed, with about 60% of us adding milk and sugar. On the same day, 15 billion cigarettes are smoked, which then kill 15,000 people on that very day. On the same day, 10 million pints of Guinness are served, with each pint containing only 198 calories. That's less than orange juice, wine, or semi-skimmed milk. And on the same day, 11.5 million people log on to World of Warcraft. That's more than the population of New York or a country like Cuba. Each of World of Warcraft's players has to pay the equivalent of £9 a month, meaning North American and European players provide $800 million per year in revenue for Blizzard. That's larger than the gross domestic product of a country like Samoa. This figure doesn't even include the other 5.5 million subscribers in Asia who make up 48% of World of Warcraft's players. In total, Blizzard can easily make $1 billion a year in revenue. With figures like these, World of Warcraft has caused some controversy. However, the gaming industry as a whole has had its fair share of controversy over the years. The huge public outrage at the level of gun use, violence, bloodshed, and negative reinforcement in games has been well documented. However, the negative opinions of a particular game often have a positive effect on its sales. So could this be the reason why World of Warcraft, commonly referred to as WoW, is such a huge hit? Firstly, I wanted to talk to World of Warcraft players to find out what drew them to the game.
I've always been into mystical and fantasy games and that kind of genre, and I like RPGs. I played the previous World of Warcraft, Warcraft games on the PlayStation and on the PC, so I just thought I'd give it a try.
It's a big open world. It's not like a race game. You're stuck to a track. It's a big open expanse, and you can walk anywhere through the land.
It's more of a freedom in the game than you get in others. You don't really have to follow any storyline to it. There is a story to it, but you don't really have to follow the storyline if you don't want to. You can always just go around doing your own thing. It's just an added freedom, I guess, that you don't get.
There's also people online to talk to. You're part of a guild, so you play with them, and you talk from while you're playing, and they help you out, and you help each other out. So it's like you can play it solo, but you can play as part of the team as well.
Because a lot of my guild are based in Birmingham, which is where I live. And, so we tend to socialise. It's a good social network. We actually went to the German market at Christmas. And met a lot of the members of the guild.
So it seems unlikely that World of Warcraft's popularity was gained through violence, guns and destruction. However, I was still unclear to the main objective of World of Warcraft.
There is no one main objective. You build a character and you level it up, and as you level further, more options open, more possibilities open up to you, and you have professions to earn money and to make stuff and sell stuff. It's like a little economy, basically, and you just grow up with the economy. There's a lot of supply and demand, so the more people want stuff, the higher the price for it, and the less people want it, the lower the price.
It's like to get your character the best geared as you possibly can. There's a lot of they keep releasing content, there's end game content, so it's always to up your skill as a player. You can never complete the game really. There's always something you can do, and I think people are always trying to strive to that, and they definitely always want to be trying to get to the light at the end of the tunnel sort of thing. So I think it's definitely got quite a highly addictive nature.
So thanks to the social aspect of the game, combined with a constantly changing world and never-ending gameplay, I can see why this game has become so popular. But I soon find out that unlike most successful games, people's opinions of WoW are extremely polarised. Many of WoW's players are cited and criticised for playing the game, and I wanted to find out why.
Well, it seems there was a big stereotype of them kind of spending all day every day on Warcraft Online. You've heard a lot of people at uni and everywhere else who kind of got addicted to it so much that they actually end up dropping out of whatever they're doing at the time or losing their job and so forth. But I understand that not every World of Warcraft player is like that, so I guess I'd have to judge them by their own merit. But mostly kind of geeky maybe.
There's two types really, isn't there? There's people that play it a lot, and then there's people that lives revolve around it. And the ones whose lives revolve around it, my opinion of them is low.
When I first started playing it, I thought it was, well, before I started playing it, I thought it was a bit geeky and didn't really want to get into it.
The main demographic would be people that would, you know, people that people would describe as being geeks, so to speak. I think that why people would say that is because a lot of people that that would be described as geeks don't have the same sort of social skills as what you call normal people. Then I think World of Warcraft does allow them to expand upon those social skills.
I mean, like all types of people play it. Like there's me, and I've got friends that are known like doormen to play it, and friends from work and college.
It's down to personal opinion. Some people play football, some people get the dogs, some people bet, some people play computer games. It's down to personal preference.
I now wanted to know what non-players knew about World of Warcraft and why they make the choice not to play the game.
I know it's an online RPG. I know that you pick a specific character, you play as that character, you develop it, do missions, that kind of thing. That's as much as I know, really.
From what I understand, it's a lot of different worlds that you can become a part of, and it's kind of a mock medieval type game. Collect items, weapons, do guild quests and so forth, get experience, that kind of thing. So
I heard a lot of hype about it before playing it, and I thought the graphics for one were a bit poor. Not that I'm a big graphics man, I just because everyone banged on about it so much, I expected it to be a little bit more pleasurable to the eyes.
mainly it's the fact that I could become addicted to it. I don't really have much time at the moment to dedicate to things like gaming and so on. So if I became addicted to it, I think that would probably be quite a bad thing.
Just the fact that it's something that you can't ever complete, and I'm a little bit of a completionist. I play games, I play a lot of games, and I like to I don't like to stick to one game. I like to play it, complete it, play next one, play, complete, play next. And with Warcraft, you can't really do that.
Some people argue games such as Final Fantasy are very similar to World of Warcraft. What do you think about this, and does it affect your decision not to play?
I agree with that statement, but it still doesn't make me want to play World of Warcraft. I'd say a more similar game, only from what I've heard, is like Oblivion and Fallout, where you're a character, you customise your character, you do missions, you unlock new missions, on a free roaming world, you basically do what you want and or complete missions which are given to you. I'd say that's pretty similar to what I've heard, but they've still got an end to them. I can play it for a bit, complete it, and then finish, and then not go back to it.
The gameplay with single-player RPGs like Final Fantasy is finite, in that once you've completed it, there's not really much else to do. Whereas World of Warcraft, you don't ever complete it; you just carry on going and going and going. So I would disagree when people draw the comparison. Yeah, it may be similar, prima facie, in that they are effectively both RPGs, but Final Fantasy you can actually complete and finish to a degree. World of Warcraft, I don't think you can.
So it seems non-players know enough about World of Warcraft to make an informed decision not to play. However, it seems to me that there's an underlying fear of addiction which is the main reason behind their choice not to play World of Warcraft. Ironically, this is a fear echoed amongst the people who do play the game.
If you've got addictive personality, yes, I reckon it could be addictive. But if you just use it to pass the time and use it as games are intended, then it's up to your own personal self. For my opinion, I'm not addicted to it. I just enjoy the game for the social aspects as well as the possibility of gaming and talking to somebody else at the same time. A bit like drinking, as long as you're responsible with it, you don't get addicted to it.
I wouldn't say so much I'm addicted now. I mean, I haven't played for a couple of months, but definitely when I was playing it regular, I'd say there was a slight addiction there. I think the first time I played it was an 8-hour stint, and that was just on the demo. So it's definitely an addictive game, but it's still down to the person who's playing it at the end of the day, whether they've got the self-control to put it down or not.
After doing some more research, I found out that China have brought in legal time limits on people playing World of Warcraft to try and curb the number of extreme cases of WoW addiction. So what do players and non-players think about this?
If it's affecting people socially, then yeah, I'd say if they're addicted, it's a possibility. If you're not addicted to it, it's up to the individual person. I
think that's more to do with China and China's regime as opposed to World of Warcraft. If people want to play World of Warcraft online, or any other game for that matter, and dedicate as much of their time to it as possible, then that's their choice. Any country that limits the freedom of its populace on things like gaming on the internet, I think has really got the wrong end of the stick when it comes to how humans are going to progress in the future.
It's their choice at the end of the day. I'm in England, I'm not in China. Don't affect me.
So it seems that World of Warcraft's popularity was gained through generally positive means. To me, the subject of addiction is the route in which World of Warcraft's controversy derives. In some cases it has been used to replace a person's real life with a virtual one. The first question is whether the individual person is to blame for their lack of control, or is society to blame for forcing certain people to live solitary lives in a virtual world. With more and more cases of addiction being reported, not just with World of Warcraft but with games such as Second Life and other socially based online games, the final question is, should game addiction be given the same attention as alcohol, nicotine and caffeine addictions?